Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start off and give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give a double honor to my apostles and elders in the great millstone who have taught me this truth and who rule well. Love, respect, and salutations. Peace and blessings out there to you, sincere brothers and the Akim that's out there across the four winds of this earth that's listening into this word in sincerity and in truth. All right. This is the brother Malachi. And I want to get into a lesson, just a short lesson, Lord willing, going into the uproars of the people. All right. The uproars of the people and, going into how Jake is they starting to rouse up. The Most High starting to put his spirit upon Jake now. All right, that angry spirit. All right, to show that enough is enough. This is the times that we are in. All right, going into these evil times. Going into the word evil. Going into bad times. These are bad times that we are approaching. You go into how you see. Esau, he's moving. All right, he's going into people's homes right now. He's forcing people to go take tests now. He's getting his documents ready. He got his executive orders ready. All right. Soon it's going to be a sedition among people. All right. You can see that out here in the streets. You got Jake. They starting to rouse up against the cops now. All right. The people that is in authority. The people that is in power. All right. So this is that spirit of the Lord. He's rousing Jake up. Okay, I got a short video. I just want to play just 3 minutes and 39 seconds. It's going from the elder. All right. This is GMS South Carolina 05. The elder elder Salakia elder Manatazat Ba. All right, from South Carolina. And he put this clip up, and I just wanted to go ahead and share it to all those who may not have seen it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it.
No, the cops is beating them. Oh my God! It's screaming in me. The cops, they're bracing for him. They're stretching. Why are you still beating him? They're stretching it. Yo, they're stretching it. Why are they stretching it, yo? That boy's shaking. Yo, look how he bleeding like that. Why is he bleeding like that? Oh my God. my guy's eyes are, look how he's bleeding. Oh my God. Look how he. Females, males, everything. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Let's get in these scriptures now, all right? Let's jump into the book of Genesis, chapter 49. We're going to start at verse 8. Yeah, I'm going to start at verse 8. All right? So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion. All right. So as you see right now, well, before these times that we have been coming into, you see Jake, they would be kind of sitting aside. You know, they would be just want to go march. They want to go pray for the rest of these other nations. But now you can see it says he stooped down. He couched as a lion. All right. So as a lion, you look at a picture of a lion. He's chilling. All right. He stooped down. But now that spirit is starting to rise up now. All right. It says, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? All right. That's how Israel was. That's how Judah was. All right. The so-called blacks. All right. So-called African Americans that you see today walking around here in Babylon the Great. All right. So all these years, all the marching, the protests, trying to pray for these other nations, just bowing down. Now you can see the Most High is putting that spirit upon these other nations, mainly the enemy, which is Esau, Edom, all right, to come against Judah. All right, so now you got Judah, they starting to rouse up now. All right, as you see in the different videos, you got the black militia groups starting to rise up now. All right, they got protests, they got the bikers out. You look up videos out there in Atlanta. You can see Jake is starting to rouse up now because of the incident that just happened with the guy who was just jogging and the two Edomites had shot him down. All right, this is that spirit of the Lord. He's starting to rouse up. He's starting to rouse up the Lion of Judah. Okay, let's get to let's go to 2nd Ezra. All right, it's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. We're going to start at verse 15. It says, we'll start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. All right, so this is Esau, Edom. He's drawing nigh. You can see him. Everything is starting to speed up a little bit more. You can see Esau, he's shaking. All right, he's bringing in executive orders. Bringing in his different laws, his policies. All right, he's starting to crack down, going into people's homes, forcing them to go take this this test. Sooner or later, it's going to be a forced vaccination, forced of the RFID chip. All right, behind the scenes. All right, you can see. I believe it was I think the one of the policies executive orders was HR 6666. All right. How ironic. This is Esau, man. This man is moving. All right. But you see Jake the whole meanwhile. Jake is he's out doing folly. All right. But the meanwhile, Esau Edom, he's not playing. All right. Because he know it's going to be a terror and a destruction coming upon Edom once Judah rouses up. All right. Because I believe the next verse in Genesis 10 was when then there shall be the gathering of the people. And that's going to be through Judah. When you see Judah rise up, this is when you're going to see all the other nations start to rouse up. All right? So it reads, verse 15, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. That's these race wars getting ready to happen. All right? This is the beginning of it. It's starting to brew up right now. All right. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right. All right. You see at the beginning of the video, you got the I don't know if it was the Black Panthers or whatever militia group that was out there. They got the guns in their hands. All right. You got the cops, the authorities. They're out there. They were so scared to even come up against Jake because they didn't know what was going to happen. They walking around with the guns and everything. All right. This is the times that we're getting ready to come into. All right. It says, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. All right. That's going into the authorities. All right. The people that's in power. All right. You can use that such as these cops, these like the Navy, the military. All right. You're going to have Jake coming up against them like they're not going to give a damn in that day. All right. And it says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. It's going to stand in their power. They're not going to regard what the military is telling them, what the National Guard is telling them. They're not going to regard any of it. All right. Because they're going to be so roused up. It's going to be so hard to contain Jake. All right. This is when they're going to have to bring in these other military to come in to come try to control Jake. All right. So this is the book of Matthew chapter 7. Verse 7. No, Salakia. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation. All right. You got the nation of Edom. You got the nation of Israel. All right. You're going to see these nations start to rise up. All right. These are the two main characters, Israel and Esau, Edom. All right. And it says, and the kingdom against kingdom. A kingdom divided against itself shall not stand. All right. You're going to have this kingdom fight against another kingdom, another country. All right. It reads, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. This is what we see, the things that are starting to, besides the nations arise against nations, this is starting to happen right now. But we have the kingdom against the kingdom happening right now. We're starting to see the famines right now. All right. Going into the shortages of the meat, the shortage of the food supply. All right. The food chain is breaking as we speak right now. All right. It says, and pestilence. You got this COVID-19, these other diseases that are starting to come out. All right. You have the earthquakes. These earthquakes are hitting at an all-time high right now. You can look all around the world. Earthquakes are popping up every day. All right. Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. So this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of the sorrows, the beginning of the pains and the aches of this woman getting ready to deliver her child. All right. So let's look in the book of Ephesians chapter 5, and we can start at verse 15. Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. All right. So don't get caught up. All right. I'm talking to the elect right now. All right. The hopeful elect. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. All right. The scripture says, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right. And the elder Monatazabah, he did a live stream earlier, and he was going into fall. Hey, if Esau tell you to go to the hospital, all right, and it's against your power, all right, hey, don't buck up against the system now. Just go, all right, take it manfully and go, all right, and pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that he will deliver you out of that situation, all right. But don't be as these fools out here trying to fight the authorities, all right, trying to fight the people that's in power who got the guns to shoot you down. All right, be wise, be harmless as doves. The Most High got you. Remember, the Most High controls everything. Everything that you see that's going on right now, the Most High is controlling. All right, verse 16, redeeming the time. All right, it says, because the days are evil. When you go to work, when you go to the store, you better be looking all around. You better be looking circumspectly. All right, because this is the time that we're in. Anything can happen. You can have an Edomite come run up on you and try to fight you. Anything. Hey, be circumspect, because redeem the time. Look at the time that you're in. It says, because the days are evil. These are some bad times we're getting ready to come into. All right. You see Jake out here fighting the cops now. Jake starting to say we had enough of this. All right. You got this militia group. They saying we tired. This is the time we getting ready to come into. Verse 17. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Remember, prophecy has to unfold. It has to be fulfilled. Remember the will of the Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Remember the will of him. All right. Remember the will of him that sent you. All right. He's called you into his marvelous light. All right. So be not unwise in these evil times. All right. Do not be unwise. All right. So be wise. All right. And be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you, Akim and Akwatim, that's out there listening in sincerity and truth. All right. Double honors to my apostles and elders in Great Millstone who have taught me this truth. All right. And who rule well. All right. So this is the brother Malachi. Shalom.